Adrian Peterson admits that he smoked a little bit of weed. And now it's become a big issue. They're talking about revoking this man's bond. As you all know, he had a $15,000 bond on child allegations of child abuse, child neglect. Right? So that's what it was about. But part of a condition of his pre-trial release is that he stay drug-free. Now, if you know that you have to stay drug-free, right? That's a condition of your bond, right? Would you go into the place that you got to take a urinalysis and submit information saying, hey, guess what? I probably violated it. No, you wouldn't do that because you're not an idiot. Too many tackles, too many body slams, too many blows to the head, too many tranquilizer shots, whatever they give these athletes so they can go back out on the field and perform. Whatever it is, he got too many of them because he can't think straight. Now, I'm willing to wait around and see what's going to happen with the child neglect. I want to see what goes down. And I'm one of the few people who went out on a limb and said emphatically, I believe Adrian Peterson is just doing what he was taught to do, and maybe the man is just not that bright. Maybe he just didn't realize that what he was doing was truly hurting his child to the extent that he was. And now I feel vindicated because that same guy who I said was a little slow, who didn't quite get it, who didn't understand the ramifications of his actions, that same guy goes in to take his urinalysis and he offers information that incriminates him. It would be different if the test comes back and says, hey, you smoked weed. What are you doing smoking weed? And he said, oh, God, I smoked a little bit of joint. I was at a party and I was drinking and I just forgot. But no, he goes right in there. See, what I feel vindicated. I told you the man was slow and he is slow. As much as I want to disagree with Stephen A. Smith, I can't. As much as I want to disagree with Skip Bayless, I can't. Their commentary is spot on this one. Now, I don't like the hand-wringing that Stephen A. does whenever it's a black guy in some shit. He acts like, oh my God, I told these brothers not to smoke weed. A lot of people smoke weed. Weed is fun for a lot of people. If I didn't get so fucking paranoid, I'd smoke it. Especially now that I work for myself and you can't drug test me for shit. Gotta find me a weed man. So what kind of person would go and admit that they did drugs? Knowing it'll get their parole or their pretrial release revoked. Only a person not that smart. That's who would do it. Just like I told you. Just like I told you, not that smart. See, Adrian Peterson wasn't thinking. No, he wasn't thinking. Just like when he put them welts on his baby's legs. He wasn't thinking. When he saw blood, he wasn't thinking. When he sent the baby home that way, he wasn't thinking. Wasn't thinking at all. All them babies by all them baby mamas that he's been paying. He wasn't thinking. All these little women popping up. I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant. You don't need to put on no rubber, Adrian. I love you. Pop up with a baby. See? So I told you guys he wasn't that smooth. I told you that the elevator didn't go all the way to the top floor. You told me I was wrong, and now I got proof. You owe me an apology, and you know what? I'll take that in a check. I'll take it in a check. Go ahead, hit me up with a donation at Tim Bartender. That's my PayPal. At Tim at timthebartender.com. That's my PayPal. You can also make payment arrangements through my Patreon. Tim's Take Live. Go ahead and do that. Told me I was aiding and abetting a child abuser. And I told you I was just sticking up for a guy who seemed too stupid to know better, who needed help from us. Guess I was right, wasn't I? Hello?